Welcome to Playing Traffic today. And this right here, just basically to my left. I'll have to flip the screen so you don't think I'm crazy. I'm at Juniper Street in Wildwood, New Jersey, Boardwalk. And today, in this episode, I'm going to reminisce about what this used to be right here. So they got a Ripley's Mirror Maze, Captain Jack's. I've definitely eaten in this place before. It's quality. It's good. Real nice views. It's nice. The food's nice. You know, the view from the seating's nice. I don't know anything about this right here, but this looks kind of cool. But folks, when I say it is nothing like what it was, and we're going to today, on today's episode of Playing Traffic, we are going to reflect on what was here, called Hunt's Pier, and there may be even some artifacts remaining at the back end. So let's go take a walk and see what was once Hunt's Pier in the Wildwood Boardwalk. On the Wildwood Boardwalk. Now we're not even at Juniper Street. We're at whatever one this one is. And they took the sign down, so I don't know. Juniper and something. Here we go. So back, my first experience with Hunt's Pier, I was a super squirt. And probably, I'm going to say as far back as probably 1970, oh my God, 1972, 73, 74, pretty much on a yearly basis from that point on. And this is about midway down the pier, Hunt's Pier. And this video is going to be packed with photos. Because this right here, it's become a pier for storage, I think, for the Maury's piers. You got one down there. Pretty much I think they own all the amusement piers up here that are on the ocean side of the boardwalk. This right here, storage now, but if I remember correctly, that was probably Keystone Cops. Of course, a picture will follow right about here, Keystone Cops. And that was a cool ride. You know, if you're a little kid, it was a great ride. It was cool, very cool. They had this pier. Hunt's Pier was so themed out. It was dark ride central. I mean, it really was. Everything had the detail, and everything was absolutely just like an artistic frickin'. It was just thumbs up. Okay, sorry. Keystone Cops, and I think right next to Keystone Cops was the Golden Nugget mine ride, which they had, and I'll put a link in the description, a memorial that I really regret that I didn't get to. And that was right about at this point in the pier right here was the Golden Nugget mine ride. And I think the tracks of that are now at Knoebels amusement park. If you're familiar with that, I will also put a reference of that as well. Knoebels amusement park. I think that's where the tracks of the Golden Nugget mine ride went. But and that sat right here. But that day the last day, the shell of it was still here. They had a really nice memorial for it. And the video is really, really good. It's on YouTube. We're about I'm gonna say 2 hours. It's about noon on Monday. We're about 2 hours away from low tide. And I want to say one thing right now: the Atlantic is in party zone right now. Again, low tide. They also had a full moon last night, which was going to be an issue for there was coastal flood warnings, because I know for a fact that was a full, or it sure heck looked like a full moon last night, which will usually magnetize the Atlantic. And oh, I don't even know if I'm getting through here. Let's see, because this tide's definitely busy. You're looking at an artifact right here. This wood looks fairly new, maybe reinforcing the fact that this don't fall into the Atlantic, because like I said, folks, this is low tide. And one thing about this is that at high tide, you can see the water line here. It's going to be up against this. So this might be newish, but this concrete, this molding around this concrete is the former rapids ride that used to be at the back end of Hunt's Pier. Certainly not in the 70s. I forget the year they brought it in. It was definitely cool. And if I had a drone, you could probably see the framework of how it wrapped around the back of the pier. And I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was very cool. Of course, I was a lot, super younger and everything. But you could see right here, look. This concrete that remains was all part of the track of that rapids ride. It was all right here. I don't know if they put this in, but they have a path here now. So even if they have to work, these guys are doing a lot of work on the pier itself back here. They have their own little path, avoiding Mother Nature at high tide. Oh yeah, you gotta love the nor'easter. That's a very picturesque roller coaster. But yeah, the back end here was the rapids ride. See if there's a picture lingering around on the internet of that. And then right on the other side of it was the pirate ship. So I guess up until that wood there that you see right here, right up until that wood was where the rapids ride would start. Here's more of the perimeter of that ride, the old rapids ride. But like right there, that back part of that wood, so right in that location there was the pirate ship. Another classic, and I mean classic freaking dark ride. Hunt's Pier provided just some of the best all time down here. Dracula's Castle was, of course, one of the, iconic as it can be, and was. But this pier, really, that's really what was going on in this pier, was dark rides. Keystone Cops, Golden Nugget Mine Ride, the pirate ship, Jungle Land, the Wacky Shack. Yeah, one after another. Like I said, the sea is up. Keeping in mind, we're about 2 hours from dead low tide. So, yep. we all know how much you forget over the course of however old you are. I'm 57 years old. All the stuff you're going to forget. One thing I don't forget is my parents used to rent a place at the Harrison Hotel. And of course I'll try to find a pic. And its former address on Pine Street. We used to stay there. It was like, and I had been in boarding house, really. I don't think you had your own bathroom. I'm not positive though. So don't quote me on that one. But some of the places that had the shower for a 2 shower, I don't even know how many showers they had on the floor. How many rooms they had on the floor, but the house was probably like built. The Harrison Hotel was probably built like a 1900. And it had this big staircase when you went through the front door. The owner sat in a rocking chair on the porch with a big dog that wasn't biting anybody. And oh man, I remember staying there, just the memories of it. Really big wraparound porches. The house isn't there no more. It's long been leveled and new stuff, construction on there. The Wildwood Museum, I think it's called the Pier Museum. I've been in there, and they had information about the Harrison Hotel, including I think an old sign that was actually also in the on the outside of the hotel. They have old flyers that the hotel would put out. I forget if they had it was like a bed and breakfast style. I don't remember that part. But yeah, man, used to go there. It was just the look of it was just absolutely just, super vintage, even for somebody in the 70s, And then you had, many, not only that, you would go there, and then you would go to Hunts Pier. And Hunts Pier was there was other piers up here, but that pier just was an experience. I know it wasn't Disney, but it was about as close to a themed out amusement park that you're going to see. And it was incredible. Stretching from, we're on the north side of the pier now, and stretching the length of this pier was the Flyer wooden roller coaster. It wasn't very tall, but it was gorgeous. It was an absolute, oh my goodness. Yeah, not like this tractor. It was gorgeous. And what was so great about it was, I remember a car ride on a rail that went through it, a train ride that went through it as well. A train ride that went through, a car ride, so it kind of intertwined with the posts of the roller coaster, the base of it. And it just like, there was so much going on. And when you were a small, young kid like myself, it was just, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Never forgot about it. It sticks in my mind. It's a treasure. But I think all of that loaded right here at the front of the pier. And so you had the Flyer, the train ride, a car ride that went through there. And then like right next to that, midway point of the pier, right next to all of that was Jungle Land and I believe Wacky Shack. And we're gonna put all that stuff up here and position it. How it was. Oh man, it's just amazing to see it now. It's, no offense, this is just the most boring thing. Just boring storage area. It's what they do for this pier and what has been done. I remember Pat Croce owned this for a little minute. The old Sixers owner owned this and was contemplating bringing a revisioned Hunts Pier to this spot. That didn't happen. Another thing that hasn't happened yet that I've seen multiple blueprints on was a roller coaster that was going to, I don't know if it was going to load in this side or this side, but it was going to overlap. Part of the tracks were going to go right across these two piers right here. That never came to fruition either. And I'm going to say that's permanently scrapped, because that was about, I think I seen that for the first time about a decade ago. So, out with the old, in with the new. I guess that's basically what the underlying story is here. If it was about revenues, if you even had a one price to come in this gate and experience what Hunts Pier was, with it's, you know, a 21st century version of it, people would pay. They're paying monster numbers at Great Adventure everywhere to just have a theme park back on that pier that just lets you reminisce about how it was. You could literally, they would crush that. They would crush that year in and year out. It would be amazing. Well, I'm probably never going to see that, but I'm going to put links in the description of this video of all my favorite Hunts Pier. There's plenty of them. Hunts Pier retro vids. I'm going to put a whole bunch of them on here, as much as I can. You know, I've seen them. I've seen many of them, and yeah, that's going to be it. I don't know where they're working on. They did this board. The boardwalk's, I think it's under repair further down behind me. That's south there, going south. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this vid. You know, a little, reminiscing about what was here. So we can put some pictures up and give you an idea what it was, how it looked. And it's something I think any little kid would absolutely have their mind blown over experiencing. So do me a favor, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you soon.